Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another server admin tutorial. If you're joining me for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button because I do these every week. I'm currently on a scheduled list of voted on by you guys, the viewers. But feel free to comment and make a suggestion of a plugin that you'd like me to do because I'll capture that, give you a shout out when I get to it. Which the list is quite extensive, but don't worry, I don't remove those unless they're no longer supported plugins. But anyway, this week, if you're looking at the schedule, you might be wondering, what the heck? Where is Grand Theft Diamond? As you can see, I have some stuff set up behind me. I tried to get it work. There's a little issue right now with it where the signs don't do anything. So I tried everything I can do it. I want to get a plugin tutorial out still this week. This one's been on the back of my mind because it's really simple. It's called ChatReaction by Extended Clip. You might recognize that username as the guy who does Easy Ranks Light, Easy Prestige. I'm trying to think if I've done any more on his plugins, but he does a whole lot of plugins for prison servers. This one's really fun. What it does is it is basically just a chat. As you can kind of see, it's going on. It's a chat quiz. And this was actually requested by Blade Films, the Crazy Kid 17, who's so crazy he requested it twice, and then Sentiza. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's really quick and easy. There's not a whole lot to do in the game, but we could show you guys. So basically, you hover over it, and the first person to say that gets $500 and then 100 blocks of diamonds, which is what is configured in the config right now. You can configure it to whatever you want. A couple other, so you can do reaction. These are all admin commands. You go reaction status, and that's going to show you, how often it's running, using custom words, what words are loaded, and how many players are needed to start. That's all configured in the config file. I modified it to be 1 so it can be going while we're showing this. So then you can do reaction reload, obviously, and you can do reaction stop or reaction start, and that's going to start or stop it going. So some of the config or some of the permissions, you have chatreaction.admin for those admin commands to start and stop and all that. Chatreaction.wins to be able to view your wins. However, you need a database set up for that to work, which I'll show you guys that in a moment. If you're with a hosted Minecraft server company like MC Pro Hosting, there's a link in the Gibbles to sign up. Great company, highly recommend them. Great support. But anyway, they typically give you a database along with your server. You can find that information in your admin console on their website, and you just fill that in the config file. I'll show you guys that in a moment. You can also do chatreaction.wins.others, and then to be able to see the wins of other players, you can do chatreaction.top. That's all. Only really does anything if you have the database set up. Other than that, there's not really any. Oh, that one's easy. Haha! So that was an unscramble. I had to unscramble that word. Let's hop over to the config file and show you guys the rest of this. Okay, so here we are in our plugins folder. What you want to do is you want to load the chatreaction.jar in your plugins folder and start your server, obviously, and then it's going to create this folder here. We're going to hop in the config file. This words text, that's where you're going to add all of your custom words. I just put in a short list in there. And the config file is pretty straightforward. This is where you're going to set up the database information and set this to false to track the stats. Now, if you're with a hosted Minecraft server, then this is already all set up for you, and you just need to change that configuration to what is on your admin page. Now, you can set the interval. This is in seconds. I think by default it's like 500, which I think is like 3 minutes. Could be wrong. Yeah, and then time limit on each one, 30 seconds. Players need to start by default. This is 4. I changed it to 1 for this purposes. Length, all this stuff is pretty much straightforward. Disable world, and then the rewards. Now you can run multiple commands for whatever rewards. Now reward amount is 2, so it's going to run both of those. Now I believe if you set it to 1, it's just going to pick a random one of those 2. Pretty cool. So at P is the player. Feel free to put in whatever command that you want with whatever plugin that you want to run. Now, here's the messages. You can customize that and all that, which is really cool. If you want to remove the hover part where it doesn't, players don't need to put the hover in there, you just got to put this %word% in the reaction start or scramble start. Probably just not even reaction. You just want scramble start and scramble end. And I'll show the word. That way they don't need to hover over it. I find that kind of annoying, but if you want it in there, that's cool. That's the config file. Let's hop back in the game and wrap it all up. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully that was helpful. This is a really cool, kind of a fun, quick and easy plugin. And next week we'll pick back up in the schedule. I'll keep an eye on the Grand Theft Diamond, and if they get it sorted out, then I'll do a tutorial at that time. Anyway, this is Kaz from McFriends reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. God bless.